What are the real costs of selling a home in Memphis, Tennessee? If you're thinking about selling a home in Memphis, Tennessee, here's a question most homeowners don't ask soon enough. How much will it actually cost for me to sell? Because between commissions, repairs, closing costs, and potential taxes, the number you walk away with can look very different from your sales price. Today, I'm breaking down the real, often overlooked costs of selling a home in Memphis so you can plan ahead and avoid expensive surprises. I recently spoke to a Memphis homeowner who was excited their house sold quickly and closed to asking price. But once closing day arrived, they were surprised on how much came out of their proceeds. They hadn't fully factored in the repair credits after inspections, staging costs, closing fees, and prorated property taxes. On paper, it looked like they had a strong sale, but in reality, their net was thousands lower than they had expected. Selling in Memphis can absolutely be profitable, especially in a well-positioned neighborhood, but it's not free. And the more prepared you are, the more control you have to keep over your final numbers. Now, number one, real estate commissions are the largest expense most times. In most Memphis transactions, real estate commissions are the biggest line item. Traditionally, commissions will range anywhere from 5, 6, or 7% of the sales price, the split between the listing agent and the buyer's agent. On a $350,000 home, that means anywhere from $17,000 up to $21,000. Now, commissions aren't just a fee. They cover pricing strategy, professional marketing, negotiations, transaction management, and risk protection. But you need to understand how that number impacts your bottom line before you list, not after you close. And number two is the pre-sale repairs and preparation. They add up. Even in a steady Memphis market, preparation matters. Most homes need at least some updates before hitting the market. That can include painting, landscaping, pressure washing, minor repairs, professional cleaning, staging, photography, and sometimes pre-listing inspection. Depending on the property's conditions, sellers often spend anywhere from a few $1,000s to $15,000 or more preparing their home to compete. The goal isn't to over-improve, it's to make smart strategic updates that attract strong offers and reduce inspection issues. Done right, prep increases your net. Done blindly, it eats into it. And number three, closing costs and seller expenses. Many Memphis sellers are surprised to learn that they also pay closing costs. These can include title insurance, the owner's policy, escrow closing fees, recording fees, prorated property taxes, HOA fees if applicable. In addition, buyers may request some repair credits or closing cost assistance, especially if inspections uncover some issues. These concessions come directly out of your proceeds. So strong pricing and negotiation strategy matter just as much as the final sales price. And number four, the property taxes and capital gains. Tennessee does not have a state income tax on wages, which is great news for many homeowners. However, capital gains tax at the federal level may still apply depending on your situation. If the home has been in your primary residence for at least 2 of the last 5 years, you may qualify for the capital gains exclusion. But if it's an investment property or you've owned it for a long time with significant appreciation, taxes could impact your net. This is where proactive planning with a CPA before listing can make a significant difference. And number five, net proceeds are what actually matters. The biggest mistake Memphis sellers make is focusing only on the sales price. A higher list price doesn't automatically mean more money in your pocket. Repairs, credits, commissions, and taxes all shape what you actually walk away with. The smartest sellers plan backwards from their net goal, not forward from the listing price. Before listing, it's critical to run a realistic net sheet so you know exactly what to expect. Selling a home in Memphis is detailed, but it doesn't have to be confusing. If you're thinking about selling and want a clear breakdown of your real cost and estimated net proceeds, feel free to reach out. I'll be happy to walk you through the numbers, identify areas where you can save, and help you build a strategy that protects your bottom line, not just your sales price.